1997 remake. Holy shit. Alright, first off, the story. Like, we already know the story. But what they did with this game, they put certain twists here and there. And the way it ended, honestly, I could see it going a number of ways. And there's actually some ways where I actually can't say how it's going. Because you actually see Zack. We all know Zack died, but he's alive in this one. And at the end, we all thought, Avalanche was dead. Wedge survived. And at the credits, you see Biggs. And so that just leaves Jessie. Like, where is she? Did she die, or is she gonna reappear in the second chapter of the game? It's, from what we know of the original game, this game was timeless. It carried on with us. People are still playing it to this day. I got it ported on my Switch and my PS4. Like, this game stuck with us. And even though the remake was only the first chapter, it's only the first chapter of the game, and the section is only in Midgard, they did really good with it. The only thing I can see people complaining about is, in combat, they need to work on aerial attacking, because with Cloud and with Tifa, it's pretty much the same thing. It's just, hit, jumps, lands on his feet, jump up, hit. Unlike with Barrett and Aerith, where they can both, attack from far away, and it's easy with them. It's actually pretty fun, like how they did the combat system. Oh, there was another thing. People were complaining about they did great with making like the slums look like alive, but people were complaining about like, the background with CG. And honestly, just take it with a grain of salt. Like, it's not that big of a deal. And one thing I'll say was that the game, to get into certain areas, the game slows down and you gotta like sneak by through cracks, and that part, it's kind of annoying. I get it, but you get over it. We already spoke about combat, but the way they did the summonings, they look amazing. What the fuck? I think my favorite would probably have to be everybody's, Bahamut. Bahamut and Shiva. They made her look gorgeous. There's so much with this game. You actually find out those hooded figures that you would see in the original game around the mansion in Nibelheim that would just like mutter like utter numbers. They're actually called Whisperers, and they seem like they're like the arbiters of fate. They make sure that the flow of life stays on the path that it's destined. And Sephiroth is just literally trying to go beyond that. He's trying to control fate itself. And you see so much. You meet new people. You meet this guy in the beginning from he's a third-class soldier. He's the first mini boss you fight. His name is Roche. And I'm actually still trying to figure this guy out, because he fights Cloud, but at the end he comes up with a diversion to let you guys go, and he considers you guys rivals now, which is fucking hilarious. One of the other things about this game, that anytime I was playing, I just had my eyes glued to the screen, were the cutscenes. The cutscenes were amazing. Just to actually see the characters interact with each other. I know people say that, you can read in your imagination is like the best thing ever, but to see the characters depicted, like you can see the pores in their face. Just watching Jessie flirt with Cloud constantly, like that was adorable. And just seeing Cloud, you can see him grow, even though it's still the beginning. You saw him grow, like right when he hopped off the train, he was cold, just as he wasn't in the PS1 version. But as the game went on, you can see like his relationship with the whole entire crew just start to grow, and I think that's what makes the game like really wholesome, because that's what keeps you in. That's what like draws you there. You're there like, fuck, like you get emotional. Definitely tug at the heartstrings. And predictions for the second game. Hold on, wait a minute. Red 13, the way they made him look, fuck, I think that was everyone's best part of the game. But anyways, predictions for number 2, second part of the game. That's really what everyone's gonna be hyped about because honestly, to me, anytime I started a new game and on the PS1 version, I always rushed straight through Midgard. I've always thought the best part of the game was when you got to go outside and explore the continent and the whole world. That's what I want. And I actually hope they throw in more. That was another thing. There wasn't enough like looking around, like secrets, like oh let me sneak into here, like ruffle through these items, find things. That's what the original game had, and like that was amazing. Like there was actually some parts of the game where you could just walk around, continuously press X, and you would just find an item in a corner or like under a box. So I'm hoping they throw in like some more of that. And what would really be nice is I'm pretty sure everybody wants to see Vincent. He's fucking one of like the best, probably one of, next to Cloud, like the best character. But to see like how they're gonna continue the story, like we know it's gonna continue on the same path, but if it's gonna mimic anything from the first chapter, they're gonna put some twists, and we're gonna see some things that we didn't expect we would see coming. So it's good. It's when you think about it, even though it's only the first portion of the game, it's 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 amazing. It's replayable. After you beat the game, it gives you uh the choice to select each chapter and go back, and you can just do everything that you missed. So I thought that was pretty dope. And the obviously multiple weapons, you can actually get abilities from certain weapons, and the more you use them, you can master that ability, and you can have it forever. And my actual other gripe was with the materia. It's not like you find yourself constantly switching out and swapping materia. It wasn't like the original where you had the materia, you kept using it, and once you mastered it, that was it. Like you had it forever. It's not like that in this case. So I hope they either add something or you go back to the original system where you can master it and keep it forever. So let's keep raving about that. Maybe they'll listen. But fuck, guys, like shit. If you haven't played this game, like, or at least the new one, the remake, please, you have to get it. It's fucking dope. Watching the characters interact, just seeing everything play out in a new way. It was pretty good. I'm pretty sure that they like juggled that around in the office. It's like, fuck, should we do that? But I think it was a good move. So we're gonna see. But as this game goes on, what's really gonna be nice to see is we're gonna get to see more, or get to know more about each character's past. Because you know fucking Sephiroth is he's just tossing images in people's heads. So we're gonna see more on Cloud, probably him when he was younger, like in the army, in Shinra. We're gonna see Aerith when she was younger, had the relationship with Zack, probably. Maybe we'll see more with Barrett and Dyne, his relationship with Dyne before he died and everything. We just don't know. There's gonna be so much with this game. It's incredible. And honestly, one thing, I don't think anyone's ready to see, Aerith get a fucking sword right through her gut. That shit's gonna fucking hurt. And I'm honest, I know it's gonna happen, but I'm not prepared for it. But this is another thing with Sephiroth, like, he's trying to defy fate. So we don't know like what could happen. Like he's trying to make sure, like he's trying to do something with the past and the present, like to make sure that they don't meet. But we know the characters have to reach the end of the game. Like that just has to happen. So what Sephiroth is doing right now, shit, there's so much things going on where it's all up to interpretation. It's what you think, and that's really what I want to know. I want to know what you guys think, please, because I would love to discuss this and get like a fucking giant chat going of like what you think's gonna happen, because Could there be a portion where we skip away from the main story and we go to the past and we could play as Zack, you know, and then we could have, you know, that interaction between Aerith and Zack, you know, lost lovers. So we don't know. There's a lot of things, but nobody likes a talker. I'm not gonna do that too long. So if you watch this video, please give us a like and comment down below and what you think's gonna happen in the next series of the game. I'd really love to know. But thank you so much for tuning in to Nerd Splash, and I'll catch you guys on the next vid. Stay safe.